All right. Hey, y'all. Welcome Friday and welcome to the new theme restoration. What can still grow and what new seeds will I plant? So, restoration of the garden. So, let's be real. Damage has been done. Maybe it came through storms we couldn't stop. Maybe it was cows trampling through the fence while we were focused elsewhere. Maybe we neglected parts of the garden or trusted someone we shouldn't have. Whatever the cause, we're standing in a garden that's seen some loss. And this is the moment we choose. Do we stare at the damage, frozen in regret, burning with rage? Or do we roll up our sleeves and get to work? First, we protect what's left. We mend the fences. We set boundaries. We say this place is sacred. Not everything that once grew is coming back. And that's okay. Some things have run their course. Some soil is better used for something new. But not all is lost. Look closer. You'll see green poking through the cracks. You'll find seeds you forgot you planted. Roots still holding strong beneath the surface. And I take this moment to reflect. And what do I want my next harvest to look like? What do I want to feed my soil, my soul? What will I no longer allow in my garden? And what new seeds are calling my name? Because restoration isn't just about fixing what was broken. It's about choosing what comes next. Got to have that plan or we'll just be the sailboat floating in the breeze with no destination. So as we head into today, ask yourself, what can still grow in me? And what new seeds will I plant on purpose for the next season? All right, that's some good stuff, huh? So we'll start with our stoic quote for the day. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Restoration starts within, for our inner garden is overrun with resentment, laziness, or self-pity. We'll see it shows up in the outer world. Self-mastery allows us to pull the weeds and plant with intention. Yeah. The Buddhist quote of the day, and that is from the Dhammapada. Just as a lotus flower is born in water, grows in water, and rises out of the water to stand above it unsoiled, so I, born in the world, raised in the world, having overcome the world, live unsoiled by the world. Gautama Buddha Dhammapada. And this speaks directly to restoration. Even when life feels muddy or murky, something pure can still rise above it. Your environment doesn't define your essence. You can still bloom, clean, and be strong. And then, that leads me into John 17, 14 through 16. And this is a pretty popular, famous one, but it always speaks loudly to me. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them because they are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. I do not ask that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil one. They are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. And Jesus reminds us that while we live in this world, our roots go deeper. Our identity, our mission, our values, they're not shaped, well, they shouldn't be shaped by worldly systems. but by a higher calling. And, we get so trapped in the material when really I believe it's a spiritual thing. And I think that's another thing he's trying to say there is, don't be of the world. Don't be material. Don't be, lustful and sinful and greedy, and don't be of the world, because those are not godly things. We need to be above that in the spiritual. And I don't know, that's just what I think. But so our identity, our mission, our values, they're not shaped by worldly systems, but by a higher calling. Restoration then means returning to our true nature, not as consumers of the world, but as cultivators of God's kingdom. Love one another. Yeah, I really like that verse. So, just for today, I will have faith in someone in NA who believes in me and wants to help me in my recovery. And this is why it's good to, have a sponsor. Restoration isn't a solo act. Sometimes others see the potential in your garden when you can't. Let them speak life into it. Let them help you water what still wants to grow. And it's always good to have someone call you on your bullshit. So, yeah, that's a good one. Inspirational quote. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi. Where your garden has been hit the hardest may actually be where the soil is softest for new life. Don't be afraid to plant again in the broken places. It's like scar tissue, it's softer. It's more tender than normal skin. And then our Bruce Lee quote for today. It's kind of a little repetitive yesterday, but I really like the water metaphor Bruce Lee uses. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Bruce Lee. So really, it was more of the full quote from what we did yesterday, but it's still one of my favorite quotes there. So restoration requires adaptability. Not every broken part of our life needs to be forced back into its original shape. Sometimes you become something new entirely because you've learned how to flow, not fight. Right? And sometimes, if I'm carrying faith and I think God's preparing me for whatever, I don't know. But so I need to flow with that and I need to absorb it. And if it doesn't kill me, it'll only make me stronger, hopefully, right? I believe that, so. And sometimes I don't want it, but I'll get it anyways. So we'll do our daily stewardship practice. We'll get this wrapped up here. Daily challenge. Do something restorative for the future, not just the present. Plant a seed, sharpen a tool, organize your seed packets, but do something. One act for tomorrow is an act of hope today. Our reflection question for the day. What weeds in my thinking or habits keep growing back, and how can I deal with the root instead of just trimming the surface, because we got to pull them out by the root so they don't come back. Some things in our garden keep returning because we never dug deep enough to pull the root. Restoration means getting honest and going deeper and being honest with ourselves. Our knowledge nugget for the day. Banana plants are technically herbs, not trees. The trunk is made of tightly wrapped leaves, and each plant dies after fruiting once, but it regrows from the base. And there's a lesson in there. Restoration sometimes looks like starting over from the root. And that's not failure. It's the cycle of life, Sometimes just how you got to do it. Our feng shui practice for the day. Sweep the area near your front door or garden gate. And in feng shui, clear entry points invite new energy and protection. Physically clearing debris make room for new blessings to enter your space. Our prep tip of the day, learn how to make a Dakota fire hole. A smokeless, fuel-efficient, wind-resistant fire pit is great for stealth survival, cooking, or warmth. It's about being ready to start a fire even when things seem cold or barren. Well, that's when you need it the most, right? Word of the day, regenerate, to restore, renew, or grow again after loss or damage. This season, I've chosen to regenerate what was lost by planting new habits and beliefs. Our garden tip of the day, deadhead spent blooms to encourage more flowers. Cutting off dead flower heads tells the plant to keep producing. Restoration means redirecting energy from what's fading into what still has potential. And then our trivia of the day, which fruit wears its seeds on the outside? And we'll have that answer tomorrow. And then this day in history, July 25th, 1978, Louise Brown, the world's first test tube baby, is born. A breakthrough in reproductive science. Depends on how you look at it, but yeah, that's interesting. And our joke of the day, why did the gardener plant a light bulb? Because he wanted to grow a power plant. Oh my gosh, it's horrible, I know. But hold on here. Let's see. I got to pull up trivia from yesterday. And man, I'm doing horrible on my trivia. No, we did that one, huh? All right, well, I'm fired on my trivia, so I'm going to have to... I keep forgetting to put the answers from the day before, and I'm scatterbrained. I've been having a lot going on, so... All right, well, thank you for tuning in. There's a lot of good stuff in there to reflect on. And, you know, let's not let the anger... Well, I can only speak for myself, right? So I'm not going to let the anger consume me. Instead, I'm going to find productive ways to handle it. And instead of just burning the rest down, I'm going to build up my fence and restore the garden. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see. I'll probably have something for you tomorrow. Might not be our normal format, but I'll come up with something. So thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace out.